Good evening. Now you're adrift in a sea of lies, a foolish villain in an endless chapter. The demons writhing behind your eyes, a simple shadow we can fight together. I'll never walk away. Let's kill something.
Hello, Media Award, and welcome to my review for Gone Girl. That's right, folks, the new film from David Fincher is back on our screens, delivering, of course, yet again another outstanding movie based upon Gillian Flynn's novel, Gone Girl, which she did the novel for, and she's done the screenplay. So the adaptation is spot on from her point of view, from what she wanted to change from the actual book into the actual movie itself. You know, what more of a collaboration of a project can you possibly get? Plus, from the same composers who did The Go Track the Tattoo, give it a nice tense kind of atmosphere, kind of sound and scoring for the scenes. I was just blown away. I mean, this is a 2.5-hour film, just phenomenally fantastic. If you're not familiar with Gone Girl or much about the movie, basically Gone Girl is based upon the actual novel itself. The actual book I would highly recommend if you haven't read it. It is a very well done story. It's a little different compared to the movie in certain changes and certain things how they play out. But it's basically the idea of Ben Affleck's character playing Nick, this husband character that's a bit, he doesn't know how to react, he doesn't know how to kind of feel in a sense, and there's something more going on, and his wife basically disappears after he comes back home, and he gets caught up in a media circus, and it's the idea of public opinion. Did he kill his wife? Did he not kill his wife? Is he hated? Is he loved? And just things got spiraled out of control basically. And through the actual book and the actual movie itself, we get these kind of like flashbacks to certain moments within the couple's past. I felt Ben Affleck's performance in the movie was absolutely spot on from the book, just playing the character really well done, just playing an ordinary guy in the situation and kind of his reactions, him dealing with it. From Ben Affleck to go from an Oscar-winning director doing Argo and to doing this, well, it just proves yet again how good of an actor he is and how well he can bring a certain amount of charisma and kind of experience to an actual role. And I think David Fincher was very wise to pick him as the main lead, of course. Rosemary Pike is absolutely phenomenal in this movie, giving these really detailed kind of like voiceovers from this kind of diary entries that she did, highlighting certain moments within their kind of relationship, and probably one of the best performances I've ever seen. Of course, she's been on loads of things throughout the years, of course, from James Bond to Jack Reacher, but I felt she had a chance to really do something different in this film, and I felt her performance was just brilliant, just absolutely brilliant. Basically, it is American Psycho meets Prisoners. That's my best description how you can describe this movie, perfectly honest. It's so intense, it's dark humour as well, so hilarious. I found myself laughing quite a few times, especially with the crowd audience that I was with at the time, watching this on a band screaming. It's haunting as well, definitely some shocking moments which stick with you for a long time. It takes you to certain levels of the ideas of kind of hope media, how that can affect you as a public, as an actual person, how that can affect you as in terms of news articles, things like that. If you're hated in the public, does that mean you actually did it? You're just guilty because people hate you? I like the idea of that. It's the idea of relationships. Those themes of how can you actually know a person. The changes from the book to the movie were very appropriate, considering it's the actual writer doing the screenplay. I think no one can say anything about, oh, it was not like the book kind of thing. Basically, this is what her interpretation of it actually was on screen, and I thought the changes she made was good. I thought the pacing was really well done as well. I felt that they were flicking through quite a few pages, getting some of the main scenes they wanted to do. Other scenes were a bit longer and stretched, using the right dialogue in place, things like that. They changed a couple of like little different like actions and outcomes, and what Nick does and things like that, what the police do, and just made it more like an actual movie. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a 2.5-hour film. It's very hard to try to do that and take all the best elements from the book and make it into a movie. It's not an easy task to do, and a lot of movies can fail doing it. There's been plenty of that examples out there, but I thought the interpretation and the actual adaptation was just spot on brilliant. And of course, even if you like the film, go out and get the book. You know, it's got more background. If you haven't seen Gone Girl yet, go out and check it out. It's just recently come out in the UK cinemas and should be out in the US also. Phenomenal film, go and check it out. If you like your mystery thrillers, if you like all his previous work, if you like a good story, something a bit shocking, something a bit different, go to the cinema and watch it. It's absolutely worth it for sure. That's my review for Gone Girl. I hope you enjoy watching this review. What do you think of the film? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? What are your thoughts on the actual book itself? Let's know your opinions on that. Comment down below. So in the meantime, I'm just signing out.